Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. Namaskar and welcome to Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. We have Sister Shivani with us today, and our topic again is Happiness Unlimited.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. We've been speaking on so many points, and yes, about competition, I still have to talk to you later, because competition, I still am not convinced, because competition is there in everything. And I've seen, even like last time we were talking about the car racing, about Maruti and Mercedes-Benz and all that. Even the kids in the car say, Papa, compete, Papa, he's overtaken you. They also know, the kids 4, 5 years, everybody.
They don't know, we taught them.
They don't know, we taught them.
We taught them it's a competition. Right from the time they were growing up, we taught them. How many marks did you get? So much. How much did that one get? How does it matter? How much did you get in comparison to how much effort you had put? You had put in this much effort, you got this much. Is this okay or not okay? How much did that one get? Doesn't matter.
If it got last time 55, now you have 65, very good. But the other person has 75, the neighbor's child, then again you're teaching him competition.
And so we're teaching him not to utilize his full potential, but we're teaching him that he only has to keep on comparing himself with others, and he has to only be better than the others. Doesn't matter what his own capacity is. And that's tremendous pressure on a child.
I was so happy when I was speaking about peace, and we were speaking about humility, this competition was so tiring. I mean, it's so disturbing.
Yeah, but imagine living a life with it. How tiring would it be? It was tiring because we just shook up certain things inside, which it was difficult for the mind to accept. But we live with those things every day. Every day, in a very subtle way, we're competing with people around us. How tiring it would be for the mind.
Competing?
Comparing.
I know people who do not have money. They owe the market in crores. And when I remember a producer who was in total loss, he changed his room from a single room to a suite because the other producer, his friend, was staying in a suite.
So imagine how tiring for the mind and for the body.
What kind of a life is this?
Yes, and this is happening every day. There isn't a single day where we're not occupied with these thoughts of competition. How tiring.
In competition, people take so much of loan. I've seen people taking loan and going for holidays. Can you believe it?
Yeah, for their children's weddings.
Wedding is okay. That is even the poorest of them all do, because it is something.
But they're only doing it because so-and-so also did something like this. If I don't do, then what will people think? I have to be good or better than him.
But that is still a little 1% acceptable for me, not for you. But what about going for a holiday against a loan from friends? People buy bigger cars on loan, and then you see all the bank people, recovery agents behind them, the telephones, the nightmares. Then they leave their flats and run away. They leave the properties and run away.
Only because they were not focusing on their journey. They were driving their car in reference to what other people had. That's the only place where the problem is. If I just focused on mine, I would never be in trouble, never be in pain, and never tired, because I have a choice to slow down whenever I feel like.
But isn't this a part of growing up or going big, to take loans and take pressure?
No problem. If you have the capacity, take the loan, grow, move ahead, but according to your capacity. Nowhere are we stopping ourselves from moving ahead, but moving ahead at a speed which I want. And the speed could be very fast. It's not that you have to slow down. Move however fast you want, but only focusing on yours, so that your energy is channelized on your journey. This is depletion of energy otherwise, and thought of fear and insecurity. Life is a competition. Immediately the second thought is, what if I don't win? Fear, insecurity, happiness gone.
If I lose?
Yeah. If it's a competition, there is high chances, no, I will lose. I move ahead of you. Then I have to move ahead of this person. Then I have to move ahead of this person. That means I win only when I'm number one in the world.
So this is also a kind of expectation? Expectations from myself?
This is a competition. This is a competition. Purely competition we have created. Where there is no competition. Unfortunately, there isn't a competition, but we've created a competition.
I can't understand the meaning of no competition. The
Just
whole
look
world
at
is
your life.
competing
Who are
with
you
each other.
competing with? No one. The whole world is thinking that there is a competition. Where's the winning line?
Tell me one thing. If you have to be in 100 of the richest people on earth.
Good. Work hard. Work hard. Focus.
That is competition.
No. Work hard. Focus. Work day and night. Don't sleep 24 hours if you have that capacity. Just work, 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 work. Why waste your energy in looking here and there? So work, you will reach in the first 100. You might reach the first one.
And then?
It's fine.
Aren't you competing with those 100 people?
No, you're not. You're just reaching where you have to reach and where you have the capacity to reach. But if I start creating these thoughts, then...
That he has reached and I
have
reached.
not, then I might reach, but on the way I have emptied myself. That's the point. It's not about should we reach number one or no. Yes, we reach number one, but we reach number one full, happy and contented. Not like this.
It's just like saying that when a neighbor wins a lottery ticket, you end up spending all your lives earning in buying a lottery ticket and you never win. You lose whatever you have just because the neighbor has won.
This is what happens. So you have to explore this, and the whole day just stop and check wherever there is this subtle thought of competition. Just take out 1 minute at that time. It's about taking all this what we are learning into practical life. Don't think too logically because the sanskars are very deep. Use it and then see it.
I think competition is very closely connected to jealousy.
Immediately, no? Immediately.
Because one of these pundits I had met, you know what he told me? He said, "Sir, do you know what? People don't come and ask me to do prayers or pujas. They said, how much will it cost to do a very huge puja or havan or some kind of a black magic to see that that minister does not win the elections? Forget me, forget mine. I want him to lose."
Now what's the energy? This is the point. I want to reach number one. Reach number one, run fast. In a race, even where there is an actual competition, in a race, if somebody wants to reach number one, they can only reach if they're only focused on themselves. Focus here and run. That's all.
You're right. When I was a child, I was 7 years old, and there were two of us competing with each other for swimming. And the other chap was faster and better than me in freestyle, and I was a backstroke champion. And in freestyle, the only mistake he did, that instead of touching the wall, the end of the pool, he looked where am I? And one split of a second, his look here, and I touched the thing.
That's all.
And when they said Suresh first, I said, what? Suresh first, even here? Then I won the championship.
That's all. One lack of focus
now I
from
believe
my
you.
journey, and I've lost time and energy.
See how you believe when you
Experimented with it and saw the result.
with the experiment result and with one of your experiences of your lifetime.
That's all what it is. Experiment, experience, believe it. Convert the belief into a truth because you've just experienced it. Now what you've experienced, experiment with it again. And again, and again. You've experienced it once.
When I was 7 years old, I did not look right, left, center, and I just focused and I went fast. I said, I want to win. That's it.
That's it.
That fellow made one mistake. My hand comes like 1, 2.
That's all.
It was a split of a second he lost just because of looking where am I.
Shifted. to looking at
So now this experience of mine, how do I bring it in my
now
real life?
bring it in every sphere of your life. Focus on yourself and put all your energy to push yourself forward. Looking here and there, the minute I look here, even if the other person is ahead and I want to be number one, and I look here and I see that the other person is ahead, I create fear, insecurity, slows down my speed. That's all. Instead, if I would have just focused here, I would have saved on that energy, and the chances of me reaching to that position which I set for myself becomes higher. And most important, I did not create fear, insecurity. So I'm going to reach in the first position, very strong. The beauty about spirituality is, don't think too much, just use it first and see. Because the old belief systems are so deep that to think on the new belief system, we get scared. We say, no, how is it going to be possible? No, it's not possible. No, it won't work. Just use it first and see. Use it only once.
As you said last time, our capacity of thinking is also rusted. So let it
What?
rest.
If I just take this one belief system, life is not a competition, and I keep on thinking on it, and then I say, no. How is that possible? Of course, it's a competition. If it's not, then how will I move ahead? It's too much depletion of energy. Just the next scene where you create this thought of some kind of a competition, stop, sit back for 1 minute and meditate. Where is the competition? With whom am I competing and for what? It's my journey. And drop that thought and then move ahead. Then see how you feel. It has to be done at that time when it comes. Take the belief system, take the tool, and just use it when it's needed. And then see whether the tool works or doesn't work. Don't sit and keep looking at the tool and try to guess whether it will work or not work. Use it and then check whether the tool works. Then the belief will become the truth.
Yeah, that's because
when you will use it at that time, and you will feel light, you will feel happy, and you will have the power to move ahead undisturbed, then you will be able to tell yourself, this belief system works. I was unnecessarily wasting my energy. And use it another 8-10 times. After that, you will think, what was I doing all this time? I was living my life with a wrong belief system. And that's why my destiny was of stress. Because each belief system creates destiny.
Each belief system creates destiny.
Because the belief system creating my thoughts, and thoughts creating my destiny.
I have received one of these things from one of your Brahmakumaris. She says, there is no such thing as failure, only learning from situations. This is the kind of knowledge we need to have to heal the habit of remaining upset with ourselves. When we get angry with others, we need to realize what we give to others is what we get back. This is the kind of knowledge we need in order to understand the story of our life, so we do not look back on life in anger as one filled with injustice, and yet, even with all the knowledge in the world, the habit of becoming angry will likely remain even in subtle fine forms. So it helps the healing process to keep forgiving, keep forgetting, keep understanding, and moving on. But most of all, keep visualizing. We need to keep visualizing ourselves being free of anger in situations and in relationships where earlier anger was very common.
This is a very important tool in self-improvement, in self-transformation. Even in management workshops we hear, create your goal and visualize it and see yourself having already achieved it. You want to be successful, that's what they'll teach. You want to be successful, you want to be a millionaire, visualize yourself as a millionaire. See yourself with that lovely car and the great bungalow and all that money. See yourself there, because every time I visualize, I'm creating an imprint. It's a part of the programming. I, the soul, play 3 roles. 1, I create thoughts. Second is the intellect, which evaluates those thoughts, takes decisions. This intellect has the power to visualize. And every time the intellect visualizes a particular scene, it gets imprinted. And because it gets imprinted, the thoughts that will arise will be through that imprint. Now, if I create a scene here, I'm a millionaire. The thoughts that will arise now out of that will be with the conviction that yes, this is who I am. And as will be the thought, so will be the destiny. But there should not be a single thought of doubt or failure. Many people say law of attraction, the secret, law of positivity. But why doesn't it work? They've written so many books, made so many movies. Why isn't it working? Because they've given the rule that create one powerful positive thought. Now we have to take care that we do not create 10 negative or doubtful thoughts with that. It will work. It will 100% work. Because that will be the energy. It's not that goes out in the environment and that's why it sends it back to you. It's the thought that I create which creates my destiny. But unfortunately, we also create thoughts with that. What if I don't get?
Doubt, fear.
Does this really work? How is this possible that just by visualizing it will happen? I don't think. But people say, so maybe, let me try. But I want it, so I'll do it. All these things. Now, same with the transformation. I am a peaceful being. Visualize. I am here, the conscious energy, pure, peaceful being, using this body, going into the field of relationships. How would I be with everyone? What I would do would be secondary, but how would I be with everyone? Visualize. And as I visualize, this is a part of meditation. I visualize how my relationships would be. I visualize there is a crisis. I visualize that people around me can be disturbed. And then I see myself there. Stable.
Peace.
Peace. In control. Now all this visualization and the thought is getting programmed here. It's an imprint which is getting created. And every time the more I do it, it's there. Now, when I go out into reality, into the practical field, the thoughts, the imprint will come out into reality. I have programmed here that when there is a crisis, I will be like that, stable, composed. That's it. The minute there is a crisis, there is a problem, pop the message on the computer screen. There, signal operates, comes out into reality. But if I tell myself, I don't have to get angry, I don't have to get angry, I don't have to get angry, then the only scene I can visualize is anger. Let's say we say, there should be no war, there should be no war, there should be no war. Which is this picture that comes before the eye? Only war. So the mind, the subconscious mind, does not take the language of opposites. You can't say there should be no war and expect this to understand that that is the meaning of peace.
There should be peace.
There should be peace. Then it will be able to visualize peace. You say there should be no war. It only creates the picture of war here. And that's the simple mistake most of us have been making. I don't want to be late. I should never be late. I should never be late. I should not do this. I should not do this. What should I do?
Be on time.
I should not be late. I should not be late. I'm only creating scenes, visualizing that I'm
I should be there by 6 or 5.
I am punctual. I will reach on time. Not even I should reach on time.
I will.
I will. This is programming. This is meditation. Self-programming. First was self-counseling, now self-programming. I will.
I will reach.
I am punctual. Not, but I'm not, but I never managed to do it. How is it possible? I will try. No. I am punctual. And I will reach on time. and visualize, there I am, 10 minutes before time.
He will never improve. He will never improve.
That's for the others.
No matter what you do.
Disempowerment.
This is what people tell their children.
Disempowerment.
Wives tell their husbands, husbands tell their wives.
Disempowerment.
They tell their staff. How many times I've got to tell this man, come, I've got to go to the airport, and now I'm sure he'll come late again. Try.
Even when we are talking with children and with others, let's not use the language of opposites. You should not do this. You can do this. You will do this. Because you're operating the system. You're feeding the instruction. You're creating the scene. When I say you should not wear white, and I keep on saying, don't wear white, don't wear white, don't wear white. You'll say, finally, let me know which color to wear, but right? No point just telling me don't wear white. Which one to wear? That's the language the mind understands. Don't do this.
When a child picks up late, don't drop the plate.
Don't drop the plate.
What is the meaning of that? And I've seen mothers going to somebody else's house, and if a child takes a plate which is breakable, it's not a plate of steel, which is not unbreakable steel. They'll say, "Be careful, don't break. Don't you do that. Don't spoil your clothes while eating. Don't." These don'ts are so.
Because the body is just the machine. The operator's giving the right instruction. This machine can't do anything without this operator. So if the operator is right, the programming is right, what does the computer have to do? Just implement it.
Tell me one thing, how does one strengthen this kind of a thought about visualization? You said, I will reach there, no problem. I'm going to reach there. I'll try this visualization. I heard Sister Shivani speaking that day. I don't know whether it's right or not. Let me give it a try. I've tried so many things. I've failed all my life. Let me think. Within this kind of a way and a sure short way, when does a person become sure? How can you get that? No. Like, you know what happened when my son was getting married? They said, take a coconut. And somebody said, and put something, make it upside down, put it in a corner. Somebody said, take a matka, a bowl of water, do this, keep it in a corner and do some prayers. I said, no way. It's not going to rain. I know it.
And it worked.
And it worked, and it did rain in Bangalore after Vivek's wedding.
Yeah. So there's the proof.
But this kind of a thing, I don't get this kind of 100% strong intuition. The inner person who's teaching me, the tutor. It doesn't happen every time. So how can I improve on this?
So every time, use it more. Once I know, it's like a tool again. I know the tool works. So now it's all about using the tool often.
Is this
willpower? And the more I use it, it is attention actually.
It is what?
It's attention that I'm going to use it more often.
No, is what determination was, is willpower?
This is willpower and we all have it. That's what we spoke a few days earlier. We all have the power. And we have every power. It's all about using it now.
Yeah, but all these powers, it should not be diluted. For that, what do I do for,
Any skill. How do you enhance the skill? By doing it again and again. Any skill, though. Out in the industry, we call this soft skills. You know, nowadays corporates say soft skill training. These are soft skills. Those are hard skills. Using the computer, operating the machines. Those are skills, hard skills. And these are soft skills, skills which can't be seen, but they are only skills. And the more we use them, the better I get with the skill. If I just sit and wait and I think it'll happen on its own, it's not going to happen on its own. So I just use and use. The only thing is to remember, I have this skill and I'm going to use it. And I'm going to get better and better. Why use it only once in a while? Why not use it every day? Why not use it every day? Why not use it with every weakness of mind? Create a thought. This is who I am. This is how I'm going to be. Look at myself change.
I will not smoke.
Yeah.
Then we can use that?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure I will not smoke.
I have given it up.
No, I don't know. We can have some better word. I don't like smoking.
I am not dependent
on a cigarette.
any substance.
On any substance.
On any substance. because I am the master
of my senses.
Yes. You have to visualize yourself doing it. See yourself that there is somebody offering it to you.
Sitting amongst friends.
With everyone.
Everybody's smoking and all that. I am not.
Yes. And look at yourself very calm, composed, not feeling it, not getting disturbed, not wanting to do it. Absolutely comfortable.
I'm sure you have a meditation on this.
Definitely.
Let's do that.
Let's just sit back and reprogram the operating system. On the screen of the mind, with the power of the intellect, I'm creating a scene, visualizing what I want to be in reality. I'm programming my mind and intellect. I am the master. My happiness, my pleasure is not dependent on any substance, any person. I am not a slave to anything. I am the master. Look at myself. Not dependent, in control. Everyone around me could be using it, but my mind and intellect is in control. Strong, powerful, independent. I am a happy being. Happiness and bliss is already there within. It's my true nature, flowing from me, from inside to everyone around me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
When we compare and compete with others, we create fear, insecurity, jealousy, stress, and this depletes our energy. Let us focus only on ourselves and use all our energy to push ourselves forward. Let us take this belief system today and experiment with it. Life is a beautiful journey which I travel according to my capacity and values. Once we experience the result, then we realize it's the truth and thereby change our destiny. When we set a goal, we visualize the goal. Visualization enables us to create the right kind of thoughts to achieve the goal. We should not create any thoughts of doubt or fear. The mind does not understand the language of opposites. If we create a thought, I should not get angry, the scene that gets created is only of anger. Instead, create the thought, I am a peaceful being, and visualize the scene of being at peace in every situation. Tomorrow we will discuss how to overcome our expectations of others. If you wish to discuss your problem or have a question to ask, or want to know your nearest Rajyoga Meditation Center, call us on 099 99 744 555.
Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है. Om Shanti Om. This sound